Hello and welcome to another short documentary video for Mr. Lobb's classroom. Probably one of the most influential American inventors is Thomas Alva Edison. He holds 1,093 U.S. patents, most notably the electric or incandescent light. Other patents held by Edison include a stock ticker, a mechanical vote recorder, a battery for an electric car, DC or direct current electrical power, recorded sound with the phonograph.
The Thunder March, played by the Edison Military Band.
Motion pictures with the kinetograph. And the first commercially available fluoroscope. What most people don't know about Edison is that he spent his childhood in a little town in Michigan at the bottom of Lake Huron called Port Huron, Michigan. Edison was born on February 11, 1847 in Milan, Ohio, to a middle-class family where he was the seventh and final child of Samuel and Nancy Edison. His family moved to Port Huron in 1854. After moving, and 12 weeks after enrolling in a one-room schoolhouse with 38 other students, Edison's teacher had reached his limit with the non-stop questions and self-centered behavior. Due to his behavior and being larger than a normal 7-year-old, the teacher labeled him as having an addled brain. Today we would have labeled him as having ADHD. Nancy Edison, believing him to be extraordinary, decided to homeschool him. Having learned reading, writing, and arithmetic from his mother, Edison started to teach himself by reading on his own. His father, Samuel, encouraged the reading of the classics such as Shakespeare. This originally led him to express an interest in acting, but due to a high, squeaky voice he was encouraged to look into different options. By age 11, his parents had taught him all they knew, so he started reading and studying on his own at the local library. Edison had a fascination with the sciences and how the world works. For example, by age 12, he was extremely knowledgeable with the writings and discoveries of Newton. Edison convinced his parents to let him be an adult and start working at the age of 12. Using the new transportation of the day, the train, he started selling fruit, snacks, and newspapers. He ended up creating his own newspaper, the Weekly Herald. It was one of the first typeset printed newspapers in the country. I would like to note that some sources have called this paper the Grand Trunk Herald. Edison would actually type and print the paper on the train and would make a weekly profit of about $10. This profit allowed Edison to create and outfit a chemical laboratory that he originally set up in his parents' basement. Though his parents were extremely tolerant, the odors and danger of all the poisons he was amassing caused his mother to start complaining. This eventually led Edison to move a good portion of his lab and all of the dangerous chemicals into the train car that he operated his newspaper from. One day the train hit a bumpy section of track and a stick of phosphorus rolled onto the floor and ignited. This eventually caused one of the baggage cars to catch fire. The conductor of the train was so angry that he struck Edison on the side of his head, which is what is believed to have caused damage to the hearing in his left ear. He would eventually lose all hearing in that ear. His last adventure in Port Huron was saving the life of the station master's son when he fell onto the tracks of an oncoming train. Eventually, Edison left Port Huron in 1863 to work as a telegraph operator in Stratford Junction, Ontario. Edison would eventually move back to America and set up his research and development facility named Milano Park in a part of Ritterand Township, Middlesex County, New Jersey, today named Edison, New Jersey. Come back again for more short documentaries from Mr. Lobb's classroom. Please subscribe to the classroom YouTube feed and feel free to comment below.